Well, we're going to make this episode kind of shortish because I just got home with this. Oh, how I've missed you so. And this, which is the thin and crispy, light on the sauce, sausage pepperoni. I'm interested to see, I've never ordered a pizza light on sauce, so I'm kind of interested to see what their definition of light is. So, but I just got home and it was a rough day at work. Jesus, it was a 10-hour shift. That was a lot of fun. But let's go ahead and get to the part of what we came here for the end of part one, kind of in a way, of my big fat journey. Because this is going to be basically the last episode that marks the end of the year, the first year of me doing this. Because I'll be in Florida when that 1 year mark happens. So this time next week would have been the 1 year mark. Did we make the goal? Did we hit 200? And I think, obviously, I'm pretty sure I'm putting it all over the place. Yes, we did hit 200. But here's the thing, though, is it was insanely close. It was 274.6 pounds. It was 200 on the nose.
274.6 pounds.
That's only a 0.9 pound loss for this last week. And am I disappointed by that at all? Because I was thinking it was going to be a pretty decent loss myself. I'm not disappointed by this at all, though. I'm not. The fact that we hit the 200, that's all that matters, okay? The fact that it was a loss is a victory for me. And the fact that I was on so many different pills trying to get myself flowing again, I'm not surprised. I'm absolutely not surprised in the least that I did not have a significant loss. But the fact that we had enough to do that 200, so that way I can say I lost 200 pounds in a year, that's big for me. That's exactly what I wanted to do. That's what we were counting down to, and it's kind of poetic. Doing 200 on the last weigh-in. That's how it meant to be. That's how it should have been. That's how it could have been perfect. If we would have had any other number, a 201 or 202, it wouldn't hit the same. 200 on the nose. That's just perfect. That's just perfect. It was meant to be, is the best way of putting it. That was meant to be. Now, I do want to go through my day, because as I talked about in the last episode yesterday, I broke keto today. And it was a very interesting experience. It was very, very interesting. I tried a little bit of a couple different things that I haven't tried in a long time, and Pizza Hut's going to be one of those. I'll try it here at the end. But the first thing that I tried was the biscuits and gravy. The biscuits and gravy were absolutely amazing. The bread does not taste the same. Bread, to me, like the biscuit was just way weird. It actually wasn't all that pleasant. The actual gravy aspect of it was absolutely freaking sinful. Dangerous is what that was. Put that on everything, if you ask me. But it was, it didn't hit the same. It tasted very, very weird. And my mind actually made me not enjoy it as much as I remembered enjoying it. And this kind of carried over to when we had a broken thing of off-brand Oreos, and I tried one of those. I tasted one, and it tasted all right. It wasn't anything that I was like, oh, I need more of this. And it tingled my tongue. It's very, very weird to explain. The front part of my tongue, absolutely normal. Back of my tongue had a tingle sensation when the cream hit it. And I really don't know what was up with that. If they've just been like dormant sensors for so long that suddenly having this super sweetness hitting it just kind of made it freak out a little bit. But it was really, really weird. And it wasn't bad or anything. It was just weird. Really, really weird. Later on in the day, though, we ended up having a damaged thing of Kit Kats. And those, that's the one that really, really sucked. The first one I had was like, it was all right. But then my mind ended up craving it. And this is the part that I hate, is it started having a little bit more of a craving. So I went back for a second one. Right now I'm fine. I'm not craving it again. but my mind was just like going crazy haywire. It was like, oh my God, you missed the sugar. So once again, I'm scared about doing this, breaking keto for this vacation, because if I have enough of this, how fast is my brain gonna be triggering? How fast is it gonna want to try and relapse into this old mindset? I'm hoping it doesn't very rapidly, like I'm thinking it could, but it's just something I'm a little concerned about. I'm sure I'm gonna do fine, but it was interesting experiencing that, because I was just like, oh, these are the old cravings coming back. It felt horrible. It really did. It felt like I was back to my old days, but I still was in control, and I could tell myself, no, you don't need any more. You earned a second one. You've done this set. So I gave myself a second one, and it was like the little fun size. They're really, really small. So it wasn't anything too major there. For my lunch, I ended up just having my regular Slim Fast shake. I'll continue having those on lunches. And for dinner, I'm doing 2 pieces. 2 pieces, maybe a third. I'll see how I feel. I eat very, very slow right now of the pizza, because I have to have that all down by Wednesday. But that's my meals for the week, essentially, until vacation. So no having to cook for once. I've been cooking every single meal for feels like the last year, basically, which I'm proud of. I'm proud that I actually was able to do that, because eating out is so tempting. Cooking all the time is just time consuming. The one thing that I do want to add, though, is when I had the sausage, gravy, and biscuits, it was 1 biscuit and 1 medium scoop, like a regular ice cream scoop of gravy, okay? That at the end of it, I was stuffed. I was like, 1 biscuit and 1 scoop of gravy actually has me this full. That I wasn't really expecting. The fact that my stomach has shrank this much. Like, I'd do a full order all the time and I'd still have room afterwards, so I'd still be hungry. But now I have such less room in my stomach. I feel like if I went to a buffet, I'd be stupid. Like, going to a buffet, I'd have 1 plate and I'd be like, oh God dang it, I didn't get my money's worth at all. I'm very, very happy, though, that we did this, that I got to 200. I'm probably going to make another episode here in a couple days, and I won't explain what exactly that video is going to be about. But we hit the 200 pounds, and it's time for me to go ahead and announce what I want to do. Okay, I told you about the project that I want to do if I hit 200 pounds. I did it. This is what it is. I want to make a movie. Like an actual documentary style movie about what I've done, what I've learned, and try and make it into an inspirational film. And I say I want to do this, and that's the key word, is I want to do this. It's not a I will do this. And the main reason that I'm refraining from using the word will and want instead is because if I can't make it 100% what I envision and what I need it to be, I will not do it. I will not release it. I will make it a scrapped project, and I will try and do it into a different form. But I want to do something, and I want to do it right. Just like this journey, I want to do it right. A lot of stuff that I've done with filmmaking and doing content on YouTube has been very laid back, taking the easy routes on things. And I want to do this project, and I want to do it right if I'm going to do it at all. Basically, I've been working on trying to figure out the timeline, the scripts, and what needs to be in it. And I've been working on this for probably a good 2 months now, trying to figure out what all I want to do. And it is a hard process to do. Trying to lay out a whole movie in your head. But I'm aiming for about, I want to say like 45 minutes-ish is what I want it to try and be. Half an hour to 45 minutes. But it's something that I really want to do. And I'm going to give it my all. I want to try and make something really, really good, and to really showcase this whole journey summed up into one foul swoop. And I want to do more than that. I want to include the stuff that I haven't included into these documentary, like into these little diary entries and stuff like that. I want to do like a little bit, ambitious, but I would like to do a little bit of animation type stuff as well. There's a lot that I would want to do, and it would take a long time to produce. but maybe I'd have it done by the 236 pound mark. But I will begin filming it while I'm in Florida, and I'm going to start production on it probably here really soon. But it's something just to maybe look forward to, maybe not. Like I said, I'm only going to do it if I can do it right and I can do it well. I don't want to do something that's going to be something that'll flop. I want it to be something that would do really good. But I think with that, I'm going to call it for this episode. And this will be the last episode for a little bit for the actual weeks and whatnot. I'm going to continue doing the weeks when I get back from Florida, but for right now, this is definitely where I want to stop for the weeks. I'll do the little diary entries here and there as I learn more as I'm going through a regular diet for a little bit, if I discover anything or I have any comments. But there will be one more diary entry here in a couple of days, so expect that one. It'll be the last one before I actually head out. It'll be filmed that night. But thank you guys. And I know I say it all the time, but I genuinely do mean it. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you guys have given. If I didn't have the support that I have had, my mindset wouldn't have been the same. Maybe I'd only be at like 100 pounds right now. Maybe I'd be back to over 500 pounds by now. The power of motivation is something so powerful, and I think I'm proof of that. The amount of motivation from family, friends, and you guys, like it helped to lead to this, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. So thank you guys very much for the continued support, and I will see you guys back here in the next episode. Good night.